Okay, folks, I hope you're doing well today. Here's the deal. Lizzo, I guess after the New York gala fundraiser that was going on in across from Radio City or at Radio City Music Hall, I think, in New York, where Obama, Biden, and Clinton, the three most reviled people in the world. I can think of plenty more. George Soros, gosh, there's just a whole list. But the three most reviled people, at least in the United States, because they had so much to do with the filth and the garbage that's happening right now. And they've all had interworkings with the Epstein Island stuff and trafficking and stuff like that. That's for another time. But they showed up there to do this gala fundraiser, of course, and it was just the optics were so horrible. I won't go into everything. There was, of course, a protest for Palestine outside that was fairly big against Biden. This is a man who nobody likes at all, and for good reason too, because he is basically heading up the deconstruction and dissolution of the United States and the greater West, the Judeo-Christian West. He's highly responsible for this at the behest of the likes of George Soros, etc. Anyway, I digress. So, with all those more important things, we have, of course, the ultimate most important thing is that Lizzo has decided after the gala event that she's going to quit. Now, if you don't know who Lizzo is, she is enormous. There she is, right there. That's her. She's playing somebody's flute. It's the crystal flute of Mozart or somebody, or Bach, or I don't know who's. It's a very famous composer who composed wonderful music, and she actually played it. Now, here's the thing, Lizzo, does she have talent? I think she does. I don't care about her. I don't care about her music, but I think she does play the flute. I'm not even going to play the audio for this thing. It's so ridiculous. But she's also gotten in a lot of trouble lately because she is being sued by her backup dancers who I guess were claiming that they were harassed, they were treated unfairly, and they had to do kind of grotesque things. I won't get into that. You can look that up. But she's made this ultimatum that we've seen from celebrities before, which is this. She said, and I'll read it here because it's kind of hard to see. I don't know why she put it in orange. She said, "I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life. What do you expect? You go out there and you drag everybody." Anyway, gosh, okay, I'll get on with it. "By everyone in my life and on the internet. All I want is to make music and make people happy and help the world be a little better than how I found it." Okay? "But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies being told about me for clout and views, being the butt," no pun intended, "of every joke, of the joke every single time because of how I look. My character being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespecting my name. I didn't sign up for this shite. I quit." Well, you might be doing the world a favor by quitting doing this right now. Now, let's go ahead and see in the comments as to, because her past is catching up with her, though. And she's treated her backup dancers like crap. She's said racist things like against white people. And what do you expect? And she's also, she's been paid immensely by not influencers, but corporations to push the body positivity movement, which is a nice name for get as fat as you want and go out there and show how grotesque you are and go ahead and just overeat, clog your arteries, and tell everybody that we should love our bodies the way they are and we will all continue to die before the age of 30, okay, or 35 if we're morbidly obese. And let's go ahead and push diabetes, because the pharmaceuticals are paying me a lot of money to stay fat and encourage you to stay fat and eat horrible food so that they continue to make money off of your demise slowly over time. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the comments here. Democrat Biden supporter Lizzo says she's quitting due to constant criticism. Yes, we saw that. And let's go ahead and look at this. This is funny. The internet after fat shaming Lizzo into quitting. So people are, Biden mumbles half sentence Democrats. Lizzo, that you? Yeah, kind of. Let's see. Yeah, Greg Gutfeld said at the MTV, when she showed up at the MTV Awards looking like Ursula from the octopus woman thing from Little Mermaid. Great character, by the way. Greg Gutfeld says, no one made a bigger splash than Lizzo, seen here wearing the dress previously worn by Wrigley Field during a rain delay. Okay, that's a great one. Okay, and of course you can see various things you can go out. Oh gosh, there's just, oh my gosh, it's wretched. And yeah, pretty much the bone structure stays the same, but it's under 5 times as much weight and stress. And this is one of the detriments of being vastly morbidly overweight. Okay, she quit music instead of calories. Well, yeah, the fat lady saying, is it fat shaming when they are calling her literally fact, or is it fact throwing? Yeah, it's fact throwing. Thank you. That's an excellent comment, by the way. She is more addicted to attention than she is to Twinkies. This won't last more than 4 days tops. I absolutely agree. She's sitting there projecting, because she's calling out everybody going, people are criticizing me to get clicks and all this stuff. She lives in the world of social media for sure. To get clicks and attention and stuff like this. But I absolutely agree. These people always do this. They'll come out with one thing like, I quit, I'm done, I'm not going to do this anymore. And then a couple days later, they're right back in it. Everybody says this. When I was younger, I remember Magic Johnson. He was addicted to, he's an attention whore. And I'm not dissing on his basketball playing. I think he was a superb basketball player. He definitely super talented guy, but he retired like 10 times. And that was the first time I started to notice that celebrities like to retire, say they're going to retire, and then they'll come out of retirement again because big celebration, big dopamine hit. And then he started like a talk show, and it was not a very good talk show. And then he retired, and then he came back and did something else. And these people are addicted to this celebrity, and so, yeah. So just imagine if she now goes and actually works on herself and gets healthy. Sometimes the hard way and tough love works. I'm not saying I did my part, but oh my land, look at that. Holy hell. Look at that, what people put. Hungry, hungry Lizzo, marble chomping, hippo feeding game. Oh, okay, this is pretty mean, but it's kind of funny. But it's awful. Oh, this is terrible. Ages 4+, 2 to 4 players, adult assembly required, choking hazard. Yeah, well, there, you get the point. And oh man, I think I'm gonna gross out. Seriously. I think God is trying to tell you something. He's trying to tell you, if you are morbidly obese and you can help this, okay, now there are those instances where people do have something that is severely wrong. I don't believe this is the case with Lizzo. I believe she just eats a lot of food. And somebody says it's seriously like landing on the moon. The battle isn't over yet, even though she quit. Stay strong. And of course, everybody's happy. So I don't know. What do you guys think? It's Lizzo. Like, who cares? But here's some of the things that I was saying about her earlier too, is that um, she is acting like, and I believe she's saying that everybody's criticizing her for her clicks and, um, clickbait, stuff like that. But on the other hand, she does this to get clicks. She does this to get attention to herself. So she's just projecting. And that's what I would expect for somebody who's accusing people of lying about her. But I'm also like, yeah, but you're lying to the world in general. You go out there and you symbolize something. You symbolize the body positivity movement, which is a lie. There's nothing positive about being 500 pounds overweight, encouraging diabetes, encouraging poor health, poor blood circulation, overeating, and early death. There's nothing positive about this except for to line the coffers and the pockets of big pharma, big health. Think of the insulin, sales that they can make off this. This is by encouraging people to overeat and then get diabetes and then be a terminal client for the rest of their lives until they slowly die a terrible death, a sad death. So Colin Rugg says more of the details about what her past is too, because she comes out and says this, and you're sitting there thinking, yeah, but you not only represent something that is not a good example for any younger person or any older person, you're representing that body positivity equates to diabetes and heart problems, horrible cardiovascular issues, and again, early death. And then also she got in trouble. She's getting a lawsuit by her backup dancers. And so here it is. Here's her performing at the gala, I guess. Right there. She's large. Okay. Not saying she's not talented, but she's large. Lizzo is accused of sexually harassing her backup dancers, but that doesn't seem to bother the three former presidents. One of the allegations claims Lizzo forced dancers to eat bananas protruding out of sex workers' coochies. Okay. The lawsuit says, quote, things quickly got out of hand. Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched by the performers' cooches, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' coochies. Lizzo is also accused of religious discrimination, racial discrimination, and fat shaming. So these are the accusations in this. I guess these are the allegations of a lawsuit, right? And so, much too old to feel this, damn young says, how fat do you have to be fat shamed by Lizzo? Imagine being fat shamed by Lizzo. It's crazy. Joe Biden sexually assaulted Tara Reid. I will just put it that way. That's not the word they're using, but we know what it is. And molested his daughter, Ashley. Bill Clinton sexually assaulted many women. We all know what's going on with Barack Obama. So it should come as no surprise. These three men would be fine with sharing a stage with Lizzo, who sexually harassed her backup dancers. Well, yeah, they have no problem with this because this is the world that they live in, too. And so I guess Lizzo, is she going to perform in Guam? Who knows? Okay, she said she was retiring, but maybe not. And there's, why doesn't anyone ever talk about this? Well, that's for another subject. I've done videos on this before. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. She's the poster child for Biden's America. Yeah, the failed state. Well, Slick Willie Clinton had a regular membership to Epstein Island, and Biden sniffs little kids' hair, so there's that. Lizzo is the symbol of everything wrong in this country. Me watching Lizzo perform. Well, there's Free Willy right there. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Just let me know what you think of the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.